I'm looking for someone other than my wife. Other than my wife. Ashley Madison's right.
My shirt has more stains on it than a public bathroom stall, but I think that only says one thing. I'm real as fuck. That was bad. Hey everybody, what's up? It's Floyd Lyric and welcome back to Floyd Lyric TV. And for those of you who are new, welcome to the channel of the... We're always pretty woke here. Now I'm sure you guys are all aware of the hack and data dump of Ashley Madison back in July in 2015. Now Ashley Madison is an online dating site that allows men to have paid arranged affairs have arranged paid affairs. Their data would be completely safe from their spouse. So pretty much you pay to go cheat on your wife and they claim that you would never get caught. Ashley Madison is actually owned by Avid Life Media. Avid Media also own Established Men and Cougar Life. Now it was said that the company itself was recession-proof and what they would call business in September. The hacking of Ashley Madison, one of the biggest data breaches in history. It would help if I had a watch. The hacking of Ashley Madison was actually one of the biggest data breaches in the history of hacking at its time. Hackers who go by the name of the Impact Team, releasing small amounts of data taken from random samples of user information of all of Avid Life Media's property. Ever since July of 2015, its promise of no strings attached was broken beyond measure, in millions of users fearful their information being released to the public. It's fucking tough shit, mate. Now, as of August 2014, the Ashley Madison website had almost 40 million users signed up to the site, with more than 124 million site visits per month. It was ranked 18th most visited adult website. Now, majority of the users who signed up were actually male. Out of 10 men, to be precise, the company has been found out to use computer-generated females acting as real female profiles to keep up with this high demand of services. I mean, I fuck a robo chick. Researchers have found that Canadians are actually the most frequent on this site. It shows that the city of Ottawa has more than 189,000 users signed up. That's equivalent to 1 in 5 of its population. The hack took place in July 2015, staged by the infamous group in which is called the Impact Team. I just spat. Impact Team somehow got past Ashley Madison's online security and access to over 37 million users' information. Get fucking wrecked! I just nearly tripped over a clip. Even users that had signed up at the start of the website's launching were not safe from that data breach. The information released by the Impact Team includes full names, email addresses, and even home addresses, small amounts of credit card details from its users. And in some cases, even sexual preferences were even leaked as part of the data dump surrounding Ashley Madison. Ashley Madison data dump made up to about 60 gigabytes worth of information. The data was stolen by a crew that have a strong technical skill set than most hackers. Now, once the hackers had obtained the data they had stolen from Ashley Madison, hackers threatened to publish that information online unless Ashley Madison and its partner sites shut down. I think that's a fair deal. Avid Media actually ignored the threat, and when they went against the hackers, the Impact Team went through with their threats, published a list of customers' names on August 18th and August 20th in 2015, shaming Ashley Madison's users and customers on an international scale. Now, you could call it crime, but a lot of people call this karma. Now, the data breach did actually cause 2 suicides, leaving customers like politicians and high-profile individuals in a very vulnerable position. Josh Duggar, husband and father of 4, the TV show 19 Kids and Counting, bit sus, was found to have 2 paid subscriptions to that site. However, the repercussions of the data dump are much further in other countries. Amongst the leaked data, there are over 1,000 SA Saudi Arabia email addresses. In Saudi Arabia, adultery can actually be punished with death. Now, users that had already paid for their information to be removed from the site were not as safe as their dollar bills made them out to feel. A big reality that even if you had paid for your data to be removed from that site, you were not safe from the data dump. The information of those individuals were actually leaked also in the data dump. Actually, services that offer to see if your spouse had been signed up to the Ashley Madison site. Avid Life Media have sought legal action and have offered a $500,000 reward to those who give information the arrest of the hackers. This is where the conspiracy comes into play. Now, a lot of workers claim that this was not a hack inside job targeting the business practices of Ashley Madison. Now, John McPhee, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Forgive me! And CEO of McPhee Antivirus Software, again forgive me if I don't know how to pronounce this, that when he studied the data dump himself, came to the conclusion that it was an inside job, and that the perpetrator was actually a woman. Now, in the words of John himself, he says, I discovered that it was an inside job. The data that was released, it was clear that the perpetrator had intimate knowledge of the technology stack of the company, of programs being used, for example. This isn't someone just copying a table and making it into a CSV file. Hackers rarely have full knowledge of the technology stack of a company. They've also practiced social engineering since the word was first invented. And I can very quickly identify gender if given enough emotionally charged words from an individual. The perpetrator's two manifestos provided that, and here is how I went about it. As to gender of the perpetrator, there were a number of telling signs in the manifesto. Most telling was a statement calling men scumbags. For those readers that don't speak American Canadian English, this is a word that only a woman would ever use to describe men. In a separate section, the perpetrator describes men as cheating scumbags. I think in any language this would suggest that a woman is speaking. Describing one of them, the perpetrator states he spitefully joined Ashley Madison the day after Valentine's Day. Anyone who ever had a significant other knows that women rates on Valentine's Day are higher than Christmas, and men think so little of it that they have to remind each other the day is nearing. To call an act day after Valentine's Day is a thought that would enter a few men's minds. If this does not convince you, you need to get out of the house more often. Was the data breach of Ashley Madison actually an inside job? Was it a group of hacktivists trying to bring down a site which its business practices have been tearing families apart for a very, very long time? Guys, well, thank you so much for coming and watching my next conspiracy on the Ashley Madison hacking. Now, I'm going to be uploading videos every week. If you want to see that, make sure that you give this a like, make sure that you subscribe, and make sure that you don't go pay to cheat on your wife. Go play online poker or some shit. Fuck!